everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back. Today I'm so excited to share with you that I am joining Mandy Ford's creative team. She has an amazing Etsy shop full of awesome printables, and you know I love printables and digital kits and showing you guys how to use them in a variety of ways. I actually just did a video like this for Tracy Reed. I'll leave that up in the eye, but I think this is gonna be a new series, a 3-in-1, to kind of show you how to use a kit in 3 different ways, 3 different formats. I just really like it, and I really like showing you how versatile hybrid printables and digital scrapbooking things can be. Mandy's kit is called Hello Happy. And there is 10 pages in the kit, and it comes with a variety of different pieces. So you have a patterned paper. This one says hello. This one has wavy lines. Then you have this one that's almost like die cuts, ephemera. So that's really awesome. A basic green pattern paper. This one is another pattern paper, but of course you could almost use it to fussy cut out some of the flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love Mandy's illustration. She's so talented. And then this one is dots. And when I saw this, it's an awesome pattern paper, but you could also like cut those out as well and almost use them as enamel dots or a sprinkling of confetti, something like that. And then this one prints a little smaller because it's more like an art print, but you could still fussy cut it out and use it as a die cut or, you know, ephemera. This sheet is 4 3x4 cards, some banners, and then some circles. And then there's another sheet of 3x4 cards, some faux washi strips, some hearts, and then this one has a little bit bigger than 2x2 squares, and then just a few assortment of pieces. So see, a wide range for this kit in just 10 pages. So I'm super excited to show you how I'm gonna use it, and I hope you guys are excited to see. Okay, first I wanna say before I get into to show you what my projects are is I was able to take some of the PDFs and use my Cameo to cut out some of the pieces. They turned out okay. The 3x4 had to be a little smaller, but I just wanted to experiment and see if I could cut some of the stuff in a Cameo, and I had to convert the files a little bit, but I had a lot of fun converting and trying to figure out my Cameo. I did it for just 1 or 2 sheets. So my 3 projects are gonna be 2 very simple pocket pages, one to start May 2019 in my Me album, and then end June in my Me album. And then one for my current Me album with just my kids and I. I'm gonna probably use the squares and just do some sort of square design. And then finally, I have my journal. And whenever I end a month, I tend to just end the month and then leave a page blank. But I think this time I'm gonna decorate it and just add in a bunch of fun stuff. So I'm excited to see it all come together, and I hope you guys are excited as well to see a new woman-owned business and see me use it and create with it and show you guys more ways of how digital hybrid scrapbooking is so versatile. All right, longest introduction ever, but I'm gonna switch over to voiceover now. I am going to start with my journal page, and I know that I want to start with that butterfly. No, it's a moth, right? It's a moth. I don't know. Either way, it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to use that butterfly and then this journaling card that coordinates with it. And I am going to use the dot paper to sprinkle like confetti. I'm going to call it confetti. So I'm going to fussy cut this out, and I actually had cut out one of these with my Cameo and just didn't even realize it. So I just cut that for no reason, but now I have an extra. So I'm going to put that off up to the top left, and I'm going to kind of lift up the wings, and then on the right hand side is where the journaling card's going to go, and I'm just going to talk about March and how it's 1 year later and how we get to go back to school and just some overall highlights of March. I'm also going to get out this striped paper and put it underneath the 3x4 just to give it a base and something to rest on. I extended the strip of paper just a little bit, something a little bit different. Not quite sure if it works, but I'm leaving it and that's fine. I'm also gonna fussy cut out that banner and then add it to the bottom corner of the journaling card, and then I'm just gonna put everything down. So I put down the butterfly first and then make sure the wings are kind of sticking up, and then I'm gonna position the dots. I don't want to position the dots to where they look like clumps. I gotta position them effectively, I guess is the word, but I really like them. I think they add the pop of color that I want. They coordinate really great, obviously, and they are just what I wanted to use. I did try a leaf underneath the butterfly, but it didn't look good. So the dots were the next option. And I love how they're just a sprinkle of an easy embellishment, let's put it that way. So I'm almost done with this one, and then I can move on to my pocket page. I think that's the next one that I'm going to do. I am going to stamp out the dates because I had forgot to do that, and then I will be done with this page. So pretty, and I just love it. It'll be perfect to end the month of March. All right, so this cycling page, super, super simple. I want to go with the bold color since it was a summer bike ride. So I am gonna get some flowers in just a minute, but I knew I wanted to use that blue-green banner because it coordinates with the sky. And then I'm gonna use the green up at the top, and then I'm just gonna tear. And then I also did something a little different, and I'm going to save that green scrap, and I am going to tear the edge of that as well and put it in the bottom right corner of my photo. Definitely something a little different, not something I normally do, because I also turned it vertical instead of horizontal. So a little different. So now this is where I get some of the die cut leaves that I had already done, and then I'm going to pull out some of the red, orange, and pink flowers. Or I think it's just red and orange that I pull out. So I'm cutting those out, and then I'm going to position them in the bottom left of the journaling card that I'm making, and then up by that blue banner, and also down at the bottom of my photo. So that way I'll have those 3 points for a triangle. And then when I am finished putting everything down and making my clusters, then I can add in some journaling lines. I also fold up a little bit of the edges of the flowers to give it a more dimensional look. It's something that I've always tended to do with digital products, just to make them look a little more lifelike besides using foam or my own chipboard. So I just fold up the leaves a little bit and even the flowers. And that's what I'm kind of doing right there as well, just bending them and folding them. Now I'm going to add in the journaling, and then I will journal off camera, and then I'm going to move on to the next page. I decided that the next project I am going to make is the storyline chapters project. I'm finishing this bottom cluster where I have the red and orange flower, and I'm just going to trim off the stem a little bit because I don't need it as much, and besides it's just going to be hidden. So there you go. Very colorful, fun, summery bike ride that's just going to be documented. Pocket pages don't have to be complicated. They can be super simple. So I had this cute, funny photo of my kids in a square design, and then I saw the squares in this kit, and I thought it would be perfect to document that, and then it'll just wind up being a square design. I'm also going to use a 3x4 that says Hello Happy, and then since there was a little bit of a gap between the measurements of both sides, like the card and the photo, and then the little squares, I put a label in there. And then that way it'll just balance out and give me a little spot to journal. Because the journaling is kind of self-explanatory. It's just a little story I wanted to document about never a dull moment with my kids. And I had also gone into more detail in my 10 on 10 notebook. So I'm just putting in a washi strip up at the top. I think I'm going to change that a few more times, and before I decide on the red washi. I really wanted a large flower at the bottom corner of my photo, so I decided to use my X-Acto knife, and then I could cut around it and then just cut it out from there, and then I can make that cluster that I really wanted. But this is where I had to switch out the washi again, and That way it wouldn't, the orange and orange flower wouldn't clash. So I'm making a little cluster at the bottom right with some smaller flowers and bending up the edges of the flowers, and then I will be finished with this spread. So adding down that red washi and then also that little rainbow. I thought that was a cute little touch. I think that's actually part of Mandy's logo, but because I was using my Cameo, it cut out on my Cameo. So I was able to use it as just a little touch, and I added a flower and it's done. So now I'm going to move on to the last project. So I guess this turned out to be kind of 4 projects, but the pocket pages were so simple and I wanted to show you 2 different ways to make pocket pages. So this one is just a 6x8 and it's just an opening page for May in my 6x8 albums. So I am just using this black and white photo, and I decided to use that circle pie chart. So that's where kind of I took my inspiration, and I cut out 2 of the banners, one that had pie charts and the other one that was pink. And then I'm also going to cut out My Time to Shine, another circle element. And then I'm going to get out some of Scrap and Happy Studio flares because I wanted to add something more dimensional. And I'm just kind of trying to decide which ones I want to use. I stapled those banners up there so that way it was a little more texture and another dimension. I'm also going to play with that pie chart to kind of see which colors I want to be out, because there's obviously going to be a few colors that will be covered once I put My Time to Shine. So I'm trying to see which ones I'm going to have facing out, and it's probably going to be more the pinks and the orange since my polka dot photo mat has the greens and the blues. So now I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I want everything. I'm using Scotch tape to put down the flares. I could not find my red line or my double-sided tape, so it's just going to have to be Scotch tape, and I may go back later on to fix it. I'm going to add in May and then a little bit of stamping for just a little added visual interest. So this bottom left corner was really bugging me, and it just called for a cluster of some type. So that's what I did. I punched out an 1.5 inch scallop. That didn't work. So I did 1 inch, and then I just added that at the bottom. And then I added one up underneath. So cool. And then I felt like it needed a little something more, so I fussy cut out Happy, and then I'm just going to pop dot that with some foam to finish up this project. So that is a total of 4 projects with 1 digital printable PDF kit, and I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. I know it was a little longer, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got a real idea of how to use a digital printable kit. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!